Chapter 1. I, Joel Weber, justly suffer the fate of the guilty spy charged with the crimes of treason, charged with such as I falsified my identity and crept like the serpent into the motherland of Tehran, Iran, guilty of sabotage by and such charges warranted under same falsely credentialed stay from abroad, putting the national security of a nation as a bona fide threat to the world entire through espionage-type activities at risk, in fact, also charged with espionage, and for gaining access to the most secure of secure facilities and trading secrets to hostile countries. As the man convicted of such crimes, I present myself as not merely an infidel with blood on my hands, but as a determined enemy of the accusing country and all of its allies, and as such, presenting a threat to the world at large. The lad Abdul. Chapter 2. An hour-long briefing in the cafe and bistro on the Temple Mount in attendance with the Israeli Prime Minister Itzhak Rosen's chief aide, security and ops agents with select key men just on this west side outside of the humongous orb in the dome of the rock, wonderfully catching as though radiant and specifically the glint of sunshine made of an otherwise plain yet somehow ornate spheric dome, an enchanting structure that had only seemed like it could be touched from outside this veranda-style balcony. The fervent prayers of the Islamic faithful reached the ears of what one person had described as a rhythmic, reverberating haunt set to sing-song, with a companion of his calling it sweet, reassuring and pleasing, as they sang over the rattling cadence of ratcheting cicadas that, on their own undulating wings of sound, would feign to override the ram's horn sound.
Chapter 3. The finally erected temple's grand ceremony opening on schedule added an interesting development in the drift of this conspiring to provide relief of tensions of a most cathartic kind, when an element of golden serendipity had met with what felt like a revived spark of vicarious rendezvous and brushing of historicity shoulders, as a mostly inarticulable, in full breath of fresh air, as a kind of doctor's order, as 'twere, that had swept on through to steal away sighs when a most coveted archaeological find had verily been discovered. Only a problem before meeting with its solution, lightheartedly quipped the notoriously gregarious Israeli Prime Minister Itzhak Mordecai Rosen, who'd been alongside his president Danny Levitt, discussing the joint discovery of the Ark of the Covenant. This discovery was like a pearl excised from the clam when discovered beneath the Temple Mount, around which it was believed upon consultation with scriptures that this esteemed sacred object of a definable sort existed. New technology made the recording of the innermost dimensionality possible, and the object of antiquity was made discernible beyond shadow and perimeter. Recently discovered, true and authentic beyond speculation, the bona fide Ark of the Covenant was verily another artifact emanating from the faithfulness of the Jewish fathers. Sun-laden Vista, in the hemmed-in, appearing nervous, was bumped into by the sharply groomed tall man, polished to the suave tuxedo glimmering quick while heading for the box office window to secure her ticket for the operatic performance, slated to commence in 40 minutes. Give or take a minute. The man less discourteously begged her pardon, conceivably less affronted, having perceived that still 'twas he that had been sharply grazed by the woman, appearing as though she was fresh off of the cover of the latest issue of Le Féminique Sophistica magazine, featuring the newest in classic and elegant Victorian-style dress, so fashionable at such events, seen as less of a glaring contrast to the entertainment purview's more contemporary dress, known by the greater number of spectators, who centered her as might a table's becoming centerpiece with its specially arranged items, wearing it as charm, and because of how she within the wardrobe closet that was her unprotected winsome, carried an effortless casual air and disposition that included even the strangers gazing upon her. Her doe's eyes through
It's author Eli James, working on the sequel called 70 The Time of Jacob's Trouble, the sequel War, Wrath, and Redemption. I'll see you soon with it. Feel free to go to the website elijamesauthor.com.